on having kids. So we've been spending time. We have one niece and one nephew, and he's the closest to us because we're like back and forth from LA. And they're in Walnut Creek, so we've been coming out, spending the day, and we'll take them out and stuff. Just getting used to the mommy-daddy life. Practicing with them. It's a lot of work. Do you have any kids, Pete?
I don't. I would love one or two, but I don't yet.
Yeah, there's so much work. I mean, he's like nonstop. He's gonna turn 2 May. His birthday's right a day before mine and Jacob's anniversary, and he is like, oh my God, go 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 go. I'm like terrified to have a boy someday because boys, I feel like, are just nonstop, going, like in everything.
Yeah, and he's gonna be a little bit like you and a little bit like Jacob.
Yes. I say that to him all the time. Jacob's like standoffish for a little girl because he's like, if she's anything like you, I'm running for the hills.
So how is mommy daddy training?
We will be the best parents ever. Hi, Princeton. He's my nephew wants to FaceTime us every day, all day. When we're not with him, Jacob's gonna be the best dad in the world. He's all into like zoo trips and he's all into it. I think for me it's gonna be really challenging because I'm definitely gonna be like a soccer mom. I love any sports, anything that kids are doing that's active in sports is so fun to me. But like just with work, it's really challenging. Because I'm just always on an airplane. I'm always going. My job isn't really like a 9 to 5. So I'm like, if I'm gone filming a show for a couple months, it's going to be, I think that would be really hard. I don't know how, like someone like Kendra from The Girl Next Door, I don't know how she does it. Like she was just in Australia, I think it was, on a show like, where they were like out in the wilderness for like a month.
Uh-huh.
And, it was like, I'm a celebrity, take me out of here. And the whole time I'm like she just had a baby. Like, how, like, it's probably, I think her daughter's like 1, but it's like, how the heck is she away for a month? Like, it's just really challenging, I think, for entertainers, when they become parents. But, Jacob he's good. So I give him a whole support down here.
No, that's cool.
He's intimidating at the same time.
I could imagine. Let me ask you this question. So, you're working on having a baby.
Yeah, we've been working on that. I think for me, the next step will probably be like what some other celebrities maybe do. I don't know. I just think that we're looking at possibly maybe having like twins and knocking it out at the same time, something like that. I just think that because this time around we had planned a lot of things around what I was doing this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was pregnant, and we had some complications, but I had made so many plans around that, and that really like it didn't affect my work, but I had plans for a certain due date. I had a lot of things going around it, and then when we had the complications and stuff, it just threw a lot off. So with my work schedule, I just want to do things differently this next time, just so that I can we can plan everything a lot easier.
So let me ask you this question. You were talking about having twins. Were you thinking of maybe doing like fertility drugs to help enhance that?
Doing the what?
You said you were talking about you wanted to have twins. Were you thinking of maybe doing some type of fertility drugs to enhance having twins?
They have like different things that you can do now that we've been looking into. But no, they have like kind of like what Mariah Carey did. They had, I want to say Kim Zodak might have did that with her set of twins. They have like a shot now where they can like split the egg and do all of that stuff, and and I just think for with our work schedules, and Jacob travels for football, And like last year I was on the road with him for like 8 months. He was playing internationally, so that would have been really challenging for me to be like over in Brazil for 8 months. And so there's just like so much stuff that we just have to take into effect when we do this next time around. So, and then we had moved up here to the Bay Area because I was pregnant and we were just gonna be closer to my family for the year. So we had got a house up here and we were staying up here. And then when everything happened, it was like now we're back and forth from LA to then back working and stuff. So it was like really challenging. So I just think there's reasons why celebrities do things a certain way, or like at least a working mom that's in the industry, because it's just easier to know exactly what the plan is, the dates, when you're planning for it, and
Yeah, no, I can imagine. It's a lot of responsibility, and I mean, and plus juggling work. You just really have to.
9 months is a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, I'm pregnant for a month and then I have a baby. Like, no, it's like a whole year off, and then after that, the baby's here a whole another 6 months or a year off. Like, it's a long time. And just with my line of work, I just have to take 2 years off of work. Like, if that's not going to happen.
Right. So let me.
I think a lot of networks, though, were very interested in following Jacob and I becoming parents. So I think we're just going to have to do things this way next time, just for work and planning everything differently.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so is a possibility of maybe you and Jacob having your own show about becoming parents and going through your pregnancy and all that?
Yeah, I think we've discussed a lot of that, and Jacob's just a little standoffish. Like, he did boot camp, he was cool with it, he was like, whatever. He's not really into that Hollywood stuff, really. I don't think he'll ever really be into it. But it just comes with the territory, because that's like what I do for a living. So people are very interested in seeing Jacob. They're very interested in Jacob's football career. People like really want to see that whole side too. I mean, like, I think people loved like T.I. and Tiny, and then they got to follow the kids, but then they got to follow T.I.'s rapping career and
Right.
Tiny being a reality star and all of the businesses that she was opening. I just think that they like to follow the man and what he's doing too. So
Right.
for some reason, people are obsessed with Jacob now. After watching him on boot camp, they're just kind of like, oh yeah, we like Jacob.
I have an idea for you. You ready? Okay, what about doing something like Snooki and JWoww and getting one of your bad girl club friends, and if she has her husband or boyfriend, and the four of you do a show together where you live next door, and you both.
That would be fun.
Right, so it's
I'm the closest to Sarah from Bad Girls Club, and that's who I've been traveling a lot with. And we've been trying to hook her up with some of Jacob's football player friends. But she's such a bad girl that, like, for some reason, every guy we hook her up with, it just, like, turns into, like, a disaster. So it's really funny because that would be a show in its own.
That's great TV.
But,
you two having a baby, and then he's trying to hook her up with one of his friends. That's a show.
Yeah, because she's my age, and she's still single. And she's like, what am I doing wrong? And she's so cute. She's like the cutest, hottest blonde that Bad Girls has ever had on their show. And she literally can't keep a boyfriend for the life of her. It's hilarious. So she's been traveling with me, and I've been trying to have some of me rub off under her, because I'm a bad girl, but I can keep my husband. So
Right.
I'm like, you need to be able to at least keep a boyfriend. Like, so it's really funny. But we've spoken to Oxygen, and we've spoken to the networks about doing stuff. We actually filmed a pilot together not too long ago. We filmed a Bad Boys pilot that we were shopping around and getting a lot of people turning their heads. They really liked the Bad Boy USA pilot that we shot. But I'm just working, and it's so much when there's so much going on, but then everybody wants to have a camera down your throat. when you're doing everything.
Right. No, I feel you. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I mean, I have my. Trust me, I've done my reality show stuff, so I'm the I'm the producer behind the scene of the reality shows. So.
Yeah, we just go with it. That's the thing that I just learned. I don't want to be. If I'm going to be behind the camera, then I'll be behind the camera. But if I'm going to be in front of the camera, I'm not going to be producing through the camera. Like, I just go with it. So a lot of producers are always just like, "Oh, we love working with Natalie because she just doesn't care. Like, she's just going to give you the real, the raw. Not going to overthink situations." I just go with it because at this point I'm like, it's no point in hiding things. There's no point in trying to produce the show when you're on the show. So we just go with it, and I think that's why they really like Jacob. It's fun because he went from having 20,000 followers on Instagram to like 95,000 since marriage boot camp. Like, people love Jacob. Crazy. I was like, oh, because he's just giving him the real. He's just like, well, he's never been on TV before, so he doesn't know what the heck's going on.
Right, and also it's also the football element. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, they like the football stuff.
Yeah, so that's an instant box office draw. And plus with you, it's like you guys are the perfect team. So it's like a great show, all in all. Let me ask you this. So, I heard that you had some movies in the works. Is that true?
No, there's been a lot of people, like, kind of reaching out to my management about me doing some stuff. But I haven't filmed anything yet. I'm not sure exactly what is going on with some of the offers that have been thrown our way just this year. But if it works out, I mean, I've taken, I have been taking some acting classes in the past year, but I don't know what the outcome is going to be. There's nothing finalized yet.
Oh, okay. And then the other rumor that we're hearing is you've been approached from some makeup lines. We want to know, was that true? And if so, what kind of makeup line would you do?
I did do a deal with a line. It's their name is Lexi Lush, and I decided that I was just going to start off with brushes. So I have a brush set that's out and available, and I just said I was going to stick with them and just do the brush set line because I'm all about keeping your face as acne-free as you can. So my brush set line is like all handmade synthetic brush hairs. So I know girls in Hollywood, like, I have to wear makeup every day before I even step out of the house because someone's going to want a picture, someone's going to, and, I just think that's important, though, that you keep your face. I literally get a facial probably once every 2 weeks. And hi, Payne. Hi. Can you say hi, Pete?
Hi. How you doing?
Say, I'm good. I'm good. Good job. He's hanging out with Jacob right now. He got a train set from Uncle Jacob, and he built it today, and it's cute. So, I have the brush hair, the brush set, because I'm really weird about my brushes being clean. Actually, on my season of Bad Girls Club, I was like a freak. The girls used to be like, "Don't touch Natalie's brushes. Oh my God, don't freak out if you use her brushes and use her makeup." So I'm starting with the brushes because I am a freak about that. I'm like so anal about anybody using their brushes, and so that's what I came out with first.
Oh, that's cool. So where can they be found right now if someone wanted to get your brushes?
They're on my website. I am NatalieNunn.com. So you can get like the whole set. There it comes in like a case. All the brushes are pink, like the handles are pink, and they're not a cheap set because they're not made in China or anything cheap. They're actually really nice brushes. So they're cute, and then they're customed. So it comes in like my box and my whole thing. So it's just, they're on my website, and it's just IamNatalieNunn.com.